It's 2018. Let's pretend we're really gonna make these resolutions and stick to it. It might sound a little cliche, but all we have is now, so let's take advantage of that. After all, the only imminent thing in life is change, right? So doing what we've always done, we're probably gonna get what we've always gotten. That's just how it goes. Let's move into the list. Top 5 things that we gotta stop doing in 2018. Number 1, fear. I cannot tell you how important this one is, hence it being the number 1 thing on the list. Fear is the thing that stops us from achieving our goals, from acting, from movement, from change, from growing. It could be like a fear of failure, but more than likely, it's a fear of success. This is the one thing that we need to let go because, let's face it, it's not real. It's some mystical thing that we make up in order to deal with our emotions of uncertainty. Fear, it's not real. Danger, on the other hand, is real, as it was stated in the movie After Earth by Will and Jaden Smith. As the saying goes, the only thing to fear is fear itself. Number 2, assumptions. Making assumptions is usually a recipe for disaster. Assuming can lead you to do things or not do things based on some random equation that we make up inside our heads. To springboard off the last post about fear, assumptions are directly related to it. When you get negatively charged by emotions, sometimes you can assume the worst, and it only moves you to a place without balance. So here's one of the things that we should stop doing. And number 2 is making assumptions. Number 3, toxicity. Now this is a big one. Why? Well, most people are not even aware of the toxicity that exists in their lives because it's been so normalized by society. What do I mean by that? Well, let's just think about all of our relationships. Our parents, our family members, siblings, our friends, our acquaintances, our lovers, shit, even ourselves. We haven't been trained properly on how to form positive, healthy relationships, and it shows. It starts with ourselves because, as the saying goes, I have nothing. I'm sorry, that's not the slogan, but what I meant to say was, if you don't love yourself, who can you love? I can't love you if I don't love me. I don't know how to do it. And it takes me to practice on. It takes me to know how to love me in order for me to love you. So now that we know this, we can look around with all of our relationships, with our friends, our families, our co-workers, our lovers, our enemies, anybody. And we can see if these are really healthy relationships. Now, we might not be aware on how to form these healthy relationships, but we do know one thing: when it's toxic, we can always tell when a relationship is toxic. Some signs of toxic relationships are arguing all the time, criticizing all the time, being used all the time, abuse. Any of these things are key signatures of toxic and unhealthy relationships. It's no longer desirable for us to be in, so we gotta get the hell up out of there. This goes for everyone and everything. There are no exceptions. When it's toxic, get up out of there. Number 4, staying stuck in the past or the future. Now this is one of the hardest things that we as people have to deal with because, let's face it, our mind is constantly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we never really pay attention to the now, right here in the middle. We're usually going from here to there, here to there, here to there, and we don't really have that time, that moment to stay for our present. In most people's cases, the future's outlook is typically a good one. We're going to be famous, we're going to be rich, we're going to get that car that we've always wanted, we're going to get all of these things. Now, if the past was better than our current situation, we get lost in what was, thinking about being young, having more energy, having less responsibilities, etc. The truth is, the only real time is here and now. That's the only real time and moment. That's why it's called the present. Get it? But seriously, we have to be able to enjoy the moment by accepting what has been and what is and what will come. To do that, we have to be grounded here in the center. This has happened to me. I learned from it. I'm moving on and I'm looking forward to what will be. The main task is to just sit here and enjoy the moment and be present in the now. Number 5, dreaming. Now this might be funny to some of you, but you'll be surprised on how many people don't dream. And I'm not talking about dreaming like the one you do when you fall asleep. I'm not talking about that kind of dreaming. The kind of dreaming I'm talking about is like daydreaming, like thinking or imagining something greater than yourself, or goals or aspirations or desires. That's the type of dreaming that I'm talking about. The beauty about it is that it can be as wacky, as crazy, as unrealistic as possible. If I was dreaming, why would I want my dreams to be realistic? Why would I want my goals or things that I aspire for to be realistic? I wouldn't want that. Say for instance, one of my personal dreams is to travel in space. Now you might think that I'm crazy because I'm thinking about it and I believe that I'm going to do it. But hey, you're entitled to think what you want just like I am. It's my personal dream. That's what I wanted. That's one of my dreams. It's about going in space. Maybe your dream is just about a goal or something that you wish to accomplish. Maybe learning how to cook. Maybe learning how to type faster. Something simple as that. Dream about it. Take a few moments in your day to actually live a little bit and think about something greater than yourself in the present moment. Because if you can't do that, then what can you do? These are 5 things that we got to start doing.
Malik, come to the front desk. Malik, come to the front desk.
These are 5 things that we have to stop doing in 2018. See you later.